Hi, I'm Joe.
Hi, I'm Sam, and we're a married couple, sort of.
Mostly.
Happy.
From Meekatharra. Meekatharra is a gorgeous community. Once people get to know you, they truly are accepting and supporting and welcoming and encompassing. We've found ourselves really welcome to Meekatharra, and in different times when we've had some difficulties, it's been quite surprising who's been there to support us in a good way.
In a good way. What I like about Meeka is that my ancestors come from this way. My mother's from Kintanning, my father's from Thursday Island. I know my father's background, but I don't know really much about where my grandmother comes from, where my grandfather comes from. I found out that my grandmother comes from Burrangurry, Mount Augustus, through this way to Sir Samuel, where my father's father came from. So all this area is pretty well family to me, and I quite like being here in Meeka, and it's a nice little place.
Well, as a married couple, we have our own spaces. He has his man cave, and I have the lounge room. It means that, we still see, we talk and all of that kind of stuff, but we've all got our own space to retreat to.
We do eat together.
We do eat together, yes. What else do we do? I have my mental health difficulties, and I have medication that I take regularly. I also try to make sure that I get enough sleep, and when things are getting difficult, I take some time and space to myself and just get away from everything and have those moments.
And myself, I've got the bush. I can get up and take Joe and the dogs, and we can actually get out and go and have a look at the countryside when it's nice and cool like now. I sit down, I do a little bit of Aboriginal art, try and keep the tradition alive.
Yeah, it helps to put things in perspective. It helps to keep a balance in your life so that you're not just focusing on the difficulties. And it makes everything just easier to manage. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to talk. Don't be afraid to go to the doctor and ask for help. I hear people say they're just going to give me antidepressants, they're just going to do this, they're just going to do that. Those things are there, they're designed to help you. Don't be afraid. Doctors don't always get it right the first time, and sometimes you may need to go back 3 or 4 times before you've got the right medication.
Yes.
Again, don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to talk. Don't be afraid to communicate with your doctors. Don't be afraid to tell people how you're feeling.
Exactly. Pull somebody up in town, myself, a friend, old Colin Jones, a couple of the old people that would actually listen to you. Sit down and have a yarn to your family member. Tell them what's going on. Not with alcohol, not with drugs, with an open mind. Let's all sit down and have a yarn and talk about our problems.
Just because you can't see it, to put a Band-Aid on it, doesn't mean that it's not happening. It doesn't mean that it's not real. Ask for help, talk.